welcome back to our next episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora. How are you, ladies?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right, so question of the day.
Yes.
All right, so I want to know, can you give me a time when you've like reached your breaking point, when you said like enough is enough and you had to like make a change? What was it and how did you come to that place and what was the change?
Okay.
Positive, negative outcome.
I guess it was positive. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'll try my best. Look, so when I found out I was pregnant, I was really scared. And I mean, not for any real reason, but it was just fear of like the pressure of being a mom and being judged and all that stuff. So I felt like I needed to just grow up. You know, I was like, look, enough is enough. You can't be selfish. This is a time for you to step up and rise to the occasion. You did big girl things. It's time to put on your big girl panties and just go ahead and do it. So for me, that was kind of a line in the sand where I was like, I have to stop being selfish because life is not always about you, and now it's something bigger, someone bigger. So that was kind of my
Okay. My enough is enough moment came in a job that I had where, okay, so we all know I'm in the mental health field, right? And so we push a lot of self-care for like the clients that we work with. We talk about the importance of implementing all these self-care strategies, take care of you. But in this job environment that I was in, there wasn't a lot of leeway for us, the therapists, to take care of ourselves. You know, it's like they would encourage and push self-care, but when it came time for you to want to take some time off, want to, you know, take a moment and breathe, because at that time I was working with kids who have been through trauma, all kinds of things. It's heavy stuff, and I needed a moment to just be like, I need to take a break. But it was always a matter of, if you take the time off, how are you going to make it up? So then that adds, so you can take the time off, but then you come back with all this other pressure, so it's really not self-care, you know? So for me, I really just like weighed out my options, and I was like, okay. And this is when I was like 2 years into my PhD as well, so it's like I've got school as well and all of this, and I just was like, I need to be okay enough for me to finish this degree and just to be okay, because I had worked in residential and then in high school. It had just been intense work for like a few years straight, no breaks. I really was like, enough is enough. I'm gonna practice what I preach to all these other people, and I'm gonna take a break. So I quit, and I took time off to finish my PhD, and then I got back into work. But enough had really been enough.
So you guys know.
She laughed at me like, girl.
I didn't know that's what you were doing, but I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so with me, enough is that you guys know I'm a nurse, right? And you know, nursing has its own challenges. It has challenges where you have to deal with the patient, and then you also have to deal with your coworkers. My enough is enough was with coworkers. It wasn't actually the patient; it was more the people that I was working with. You know, and you know, it was an environment where you feel disrespected, you don't feel appreciated, and when you're there, it's like, do this, do that, do this, do that. You know what I mean? People put themselves in supervisor roles, but they're not even a supervisor, because sometimes it's like, oh, this is a contract job. We don't supervise anybody here, but it's 50% of the time they're trying to be a supervisor. You know, so you know, I'm a little crazy,
Just a little.
with me, I had to sit, and I was making very good money at this job, and I had to sit down and say, okay, I come home every time and I'm complaining and complaining. All I do is hit the door and I'm complaining about my day, how bad my day was, you know. And instead of coming home and being loving and welcoming, you know, my daughter, whatever, my husband, I'll come home and just complain. And then he's like, are you really happy at this job? I was like, well, you know, in the beginning, the money's good, you know. But there's a time when I really felt disrespected by one of the, you know, co-workers, and I said, you know what, enough is enough. I don't care how much money it is. My blood pressure, my lifestyle, my health comes first, because we're nurses preaching good health and trying to make people feel better, you know. I need to practice what I preach, like in my own life, you know. So I left that job and I quit. I just didn't show up. And I know it's a bad thing.
No 2 week notice, just like
because you know, you get to a point where
enough is enough.
Enough is enough, you know, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm not going to, they called my phone several times. I'll look at that phone and be like, violation. So I left, I quit, and I didn't go back. And I know it's bad. Please do hire me in the future. This is not. This is not typical. But at this juncture in my life, I had to say we're done. And that was my job that I had last year in December.
Oh, that was recently.
I didn't know that.
Okay. So I guess mine's, I don't know, controversial or whatever, but like for me, it's like, I'm like, I don't know, I'm kind of selfish, but like when it comes to like my family and stuff, I usually like go above and beyond. Like I mean like financial support, you know, if they need like, you know, me to call, like they need like, you know, like I feel like I'm good at like, I'm not a therapist like you, but I know I'm like, you know, giving people advice and all that stuff. And then it was like draining for me. So it's like, I'm giving you guys all of me and what do I have left for myself, right? So when it's time for me to have like, when I need like financial like help, or if I need help, no one's there to help me. I'm the one that's always helping people. And I was just like, nah, enough is enough. I'm like, first of all, my initials are not ATM, okay? They're CCP. Okay, so I ain't giving no more money to, you know, like, like give me a plan and work on that. And then like just knowing when to like cut off, like, you know, like the interactions, or knowing when I'll give time limit, like, okay, not today, or I have the mental stability to deal with your issues today, but tomorrow, no, you gotta wait till the weekend or sometime when I'm in a better place to deal with it. Because it was just like giving myself, and like you said, health issues, like I have IBS, okay, and it's like triggered by stress, and it doesn't make sense that like other people can be causing you physical harm.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was like, nah, you ain't about to have me all crazy. So I was like, enough is enough. I'm good.
You have to set boundaries, right? Because for real, people don't understand how a lot of all these like external factors like hurt us physically, mentally, emotionally. True. Breaking points.
All right. So what about y'all? Y'all have any breaking points? Things where you were like, enough is enough, whether it was like relationship, job, family? Let us know. We were so interested. And we'll be back with our next guest, a special guest.